Here's part 2 of the Perot Museum of Science and Nature. This was actually like really interesting that I went to it. I wasn't thinking much. I thought I've been to a number of these before, but the one thing was finding the fact that they found a new species of dinosaur. I always assumed the fact that there were probably millions of species that existed and went extinct that, you know, for whatever reason there's no fossil record for them. So it was nice to see that they found one, and especially the larger the better. It's always nice to see those things. And the other thing is what happens in part 2 here. I really was like, only in Texas would you probably find this. You wouldn't find this in New York or California. Like, you know, the founding of the country and other things mark the times when they give tree rings. Pace of climate change. So let's see here. This is your earthquake simulator. Let's go with major. This was 1994. Let's do extreme. See, the big thing is that, like, an earthquake's not really going to knock you down. It's what it can do to structures. The earthquakes go if, like, they're just shaking the regular ground. I mean, people are just fine. Maybe some idiot loses their balance. But it's things that aren't meant to bend that are the problem. That's when real bad things start happening. Geology, drilling, oil production, formation and geology. Source coal, first used 500 years ago. Actually, not the first energy source. First energy source was obviously fire. Then it went to coal, then it went to oil. Nuclear never really became a major source in the U.S. It's a major source in France in order to make electricity. Leave it to Texas to have a museum that talks about drilling for oil. I mean, oil is very important. I mean, there's just no way around it. There's no way we're getting off natural gas anytime soon. So I might as well tell that this is somewhat of a miracle and made pretty much modern technology possible. Like, all the amenities and everything that people are happy about is because of oil and doing this kind of stuff. Drill bits. Suck rod pump. How that works, huh? You know, I never actually ever wondered how the damn thing worked. Now I know. Sucks everything up, and these ball joints like open up and allow it to go back down. Huh? The films I see, these are not this clean. Ah. Drilling technology. I guess that's to scale. That's to scale, like the size of the drill. Until the last few decades, there was no economical way to get the gas out of the shale. A little thing on fracking. I can just imagine that there's certain people who do not come here. Has this got anything? Huh? Nope. Okay. These are like holograms. Okay. Horizontal drilling, hydroxyl fracturing. Pyrochemicals, gas, diesel, heavy fuels. Oil refinery. Yeah, basically separating them out into their different components, the different things. Separating out the molecules. Distillation, vacuum distillation. Yeah, you can use you can use distillation. You can use, well, even diffusion, because everything will diffuse at a different rate. So when they break off from larger molecules, the molecules are like gases. The gases are useful but more valuable when they're combined into larger molecules and can be used as gasoline. Yep. Aircraft model engine. Yes. Oh, a Tesla coil. Argon plasma. Okay. Biological energy. Actually, the best, they don't have it here, the best renewable energy is actually hydroelectric. Everyone forgets about it because it's not as, you can't make it. You can't make a river spontaneously, like, show up. I think that's fake. Gold is a chemical element found in present found years humans around the beard. Yep. Oh, that's like gold. It's a single gold nugget. Normally they then have to be melted down and combined together to make it into more usable. Gold was immensely valuable because back in the day, because it was pretty, basically, and the rich people and wealthy people, because it was rare and it was pretty, kept its color, and you could make stuff out of it. Decorative items made it valuable, so that's why it was always used as currency. Traditional stone sculptures is jade. Okay. Stone sculptures. Yeah, any rock that kind of had its regular color or whatnot and was workable. Gold is a lot more malleable than, say, like shale and stuff like that. You can always melt gold down and make it into something else. Something like jade, you can only like make it into something and then something smaller. Oh, the minerals. Now gold has other uses because it doesn't corrode. It can be used in medical devices. It can be used a lot of different ways. Silver too. Silver is a great conductor of electricity, so they put that in a lot of things as well. What the hell is this thing? Eyes of Africa. Oh, that's quartz. And see, the issue here is that a lot of the stuff is just so rare it can never be used. Gold is rare, but yet plentiful enough in the earth that a lot of societies can get their hands on it. A lot of this stuff is unique to one area of the world. The life section. Growth, reproduction. The bear. Dog dolphin. Dog goat. Okay, whatever. Owls. Co-evolution. Oh yeah, yeah. Evolution. Some people will tell you that evolution is settled. No, it's not. And the fact that we don't quite know the mechanisms driving it best we can. It doesn't. Random mutation doesn't explain what we've seen. So there are other aspects to it which we don't fully understand. That's not an endorsement of intelligent design. That's just we don't fully understand like how things evolved correctly just yet. I mean, for all we know, in like 100 years, everyone will be like, how can you be that stupid? How do you not understand this concept? Engineering and innovation being human. One of the things you can find is that I think this is Ross Perot, that he, billionaire, made up something. You also have T. Boone Pickens, has his own section, who's a billionaire, money, oil and gas.
Oh, got me.
They closed down that section. They had microscopes and shit like that. My brain, the brain is probably the organ that the science knows the least amount about. Hey, Nobel Prize. Nobel was set up by Alfred Nobel, who made his money on TNT, invented TNT. And in his fortune, he set up the Nobel Prizes, which Nobel Peace Prize is pretty much a joke. And then there's a few others, like the one in economics is kind of a joke. And I'm sure the ones in physics and probably chemistry are probably worthwhile. Because you can't get those like when you publish. You get those like 30 years later. Like you put something up controversial, and then later, like 20, 30 years later, everyone agrees, yep, he's right. Oh. Oh, okay. The brain. I wonder who donated it, if it's real. Could be real. Still unsettling. Science yoga. Again, we don't have a real great grasp of exactly how evolution goes. There's something that drives it faster or slower, depending on things. So, still an open question. This is the innovation section. Everyone's playing with the toys. Just remote control vehicles. All it is a remote control vehicle hooked up to a game. Okay, so final impression. It doesn't have the depth of detail that you'd really like for an adult, but it's really kind of geared towards kids. Not to say you can't get anything out of it. Just probably a little costlier if you're just going here as an adult. I mean, the earthquake simulator is nice. They have a number of fun things to do, but